What's going on, y'all? Greg said it. Back with another one here. Inspiration, motivation. Father's Day edition. Outside, kids everywhere. I guess that's what they're supposed to do. Summertime, weather is nice, sunny, no rain. It's hot, but somewhat decent right now. It's manageable, not crazy. And we had a wonderful early live. Greg said it live today because all the activities we did at 9:30. That's what we typically do when we have things to do on that Sunday. Later on, we jump on, had a decent turnout. Everybody was there. And we had a conversation about Colorado. And pretty much it was along the line. We were talking about, are the CU fans overreacting? Are we being unrealistic? And, you know, like I say, I always give a breakdown of what I say. I'm just not saying stuff. I'm giving my analysis based off of what I see and what I believe. And ultimately, like I said, everything is going to boil down to what they do on the field. Regardless of what you think, I think, it's going to be what they do. It don't even matter what they think. It's going to matter what they do when they get on that field this fall. And I have a really strong feeling, like I said, more likely that Colorado is going to be better and going to win. It's more likely they're going to win than go out there and lose and have a season similar last year. A lot of people have different beliefs of what Colorado can do and why they can do it. Some people say, hey, they don't have size and depth. And I say, what rock you living under? You know, especially people wear this color right here. And then, you know, we also got people say they don't respect Coach Prime. Some people say they in jail. Some people say they won't jail. Some people say that, you know, their program has been around long enough. Automatically it's going to take a certain amount of years. So on and so on. People got different reasons for why they feel like Colorado going to lose. And like I say, I feel like Colorado, people will scrutinize them with just very tightly, you know. And they don't really give a lot of grace to them, but everybody else, they just kind of gloss over all the flaws that the other team may have, but you point out pretty much all the flaws. And you rarely want to give Colorado credit for what they could do. That's what I see. And with the question that we had earlier, I kind of was thinking, could Colorado do the impossible? Could they do the impossible? What's the impossible? They don't supposed to win. Coach Prime just got there. They keep having these portal classes that's significant, 40 plus. They keep recycling coaches or whatever, new coordinator, defense coordinator, new offense coordinator. Our defense coordinator, brand new. I mean, he never done it before. But I'm saying new to the team. The coach just got there the year before. And the players haven't really played together. Everything's on paper. You point all that out. But it's one simple question. Can they do the impossible? Could they end up being that team? Could they end up being good? I think a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that, but they say it holding their breath. Yeah, but they can't. You know the talent is there. If it all comes together, can they do the impossible? Which is run that table, get to the conference championship, win that, and slide in the playoffs, the first year of the extended playoff. From a team who was just 4-8, that's a beautiful story. You would think people want to hear that type of story while it's going on. You know, the ultimate underdog. You made them the underdog. You didn't have to. You said they couldn't do it. Ooh, I'd love to have a good underdog story. Could they be that Cinderella team for 2024? I think it's possible. I think they made some major adjustment. They had some pieces that they had, and they went and got some more, and they got them in both portals. In areas that really, really matters. Like, they really, really needed people to block for Shador. They know what he can do if he throw the ball. They know the weapons he got at receiver. One of the top receiver rooms, whether people want to acknowledge it and have no clue or not. They got one of the top wide receiver rooms as far as experience and skill, diverse, size, speed, and some guys who've been doing it. And they've come in from other schools. I'm not saying that other schools don't have people come in too, but it's a great combination. Running back room is young, fresh, I think it could be really a good running back by committee. And this running back room can grow with years to come as well as the line. And I think on the defensive side of the ball, we just got some pure animals over there that's ready to go get the quarterback. And we got several of them who's going to be foaming at the mouth when they get their chance. And they're going to be fresh. So it's not going to be they had an excuse to be tired. They're going to be fresh, and they're going to be hungry, and there's a lot of them. And we got guys to stuff that middle up. We got several to do that. For all the, you ain't got size. Well, look, go up there and try to run through the middle and see. So it's going to be a good opportunity for them. The opportunity to be able to sneak up on some teams, catch a lot of people off guard, especially the first beginning of the year. Kind of like what preluded last year. It's like, oh, okay, they snuck up and beat TCU. Oh, they beat Nebraska. Oh, they undefeated. You know, their depth caught up with them, all that. But the fact is, nobody expected it. And somehow they didn't learn their lesson. And they starting this all back over again. You're going to lose North Dakota State. Or you could lose them. They as much as they want to believe it's possible. They can't say it, but they hoping it. And then they say Nebraska's going to beat you again. After what they did in Nebraska last year with a makeshift everything. They're the better team. They're the stronger team. All of that. It's going to be interesting. And I'm having a feeling it's going to be interesting for the people who just refuse to acknowledge what Colorado could do. They got it down pat on what Colorado can't do. It's not far-fetched to imagine. People do that in everything. People will underestimate your experience. People will underestimate your grind, your effort, especially if you failed in the past. People will quickly write you off because your failures, as if you can't get better. They believe they can get better. They believe who they want can get better. But they don't believe you can get better. They can write all the things you did wrong down as if you can't take the time to make the adjustments and corrections. That's what we're seeing with Colorado. And I know people should definitely better relate to this because I know a lot of people want a second chance at life. I know a lot of people want to, redeem themselves from mistakes they made, or just from just being a lack of preparation, not being prepared for opportunities and taking them lightly, or just being premature on some things. But with work and opportunity and preparation and all that good stuff, they can find themselves in a position that nobody can expect them to be in. Nobody can expect you drop out of college to go off and be a good business person. Or you took a long time to get out of college and you go forth. Or a person who got their GED, maybe they went forth and had a successful life. People say, no, they're in high school, they're just not smart enough. And we see that in the business world when people trying to climb. Career, you trying to climb and people just look at you like the underdog. That's why people love the underdog story, because it's inspiring. I mean, again, I don't know why people would want to knock Colorado other than just people are scared of them. They got to go against their team. And if they're not going against your team, I don't know what's your problem. You just got that hate in you. That's what a hater. People, what is a hater? That's you. You got something negative to say. You got wishing negative on somebody. They ain't did nothing to you. It has no impact on your life. Them winning don't hurt you. But you so full of jealousy and hate, and you don't want to see nobody win. Or you don't want to see a confident person win because they confident and you not. And you want everybody to be miserable like you. Misery loves company. That's what we're looking at. Outside of that, everybody should be like, yeah, if they could do it, I can do it. We see all kinds of people in this world who, when they do, like a Coach Prime, take a short side of the mountain. And they catch a lot of flack about being that person who kind of skipped the line. And the people who didn't, had to wait in line, they feel a certain kind of way. And they feel like they don't want to see you succeed because they had to work real hard for that. Or maybe they still working and ain't got it. And it just really bothers them to see you make it. And then when you look at people who do, you should be really cheering them on, because that should motivate and inspire you that you don't always have to take the rough way. Now, do they have some advantages? Yes. But they showing you how to use what you got, your advantages, your relationships, whatever. They showing you it's possible if you take a different course. But we find a lot of people just get jealous, and they follow jealous people. You're jealous because the people who jealous encourage you to be jealous. And now you're attacking somebody who ain't did nothing to you. That is pure foolish. I don't care what it's at. I don't care if it's sports. I don't care if it's politics. I don't care in the business world. You better learn how to applaud people who are really setting a new path. They set a new standard. What everybody thought was impossible, they're doing it for somebody like you. Or maybe not like you, but maybe in another area totally irrelevant. The mindset, the shift that you got to do it this way to make it. Or you got to do it all these years before you see success. Like people say about Colorado. He just ain't coaching long enough. But that's your standard. That's other people's standard. He just ain't won enough games. Or he ain't won at this level. Don't they say that about you? About your business? You need to get him 5-10 years. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. If you're doing what you need to do, maybe you can cut time in half. Maybe that's God's plan for you. But you gonna listen to other people because they feel like it should be that way. You listen to other people, they feel like because it took them that it happened to you. I'm not saying that you don't take heed to advice or be illogical, unrealistic. But what I am saying is there are people, and we're looking at one right here in Colorado, in different areas of influence in their life, who didn't take the ordinary path. And they took a faster path. And it really upset people who feel like they're the gatekeepers. It upsets them. And they get attacked. They get ambushed. They get the media join in on it. Because they remember, they've been there. They got all the connections. And they get their connections turn on you. Maybe it costs money. These things are real. That's why I support Colorado. I'm for the underdog, but I'm for the people who really want to change the way things are done, who really want to be a pioneer. That's just me. That's what I'm made of. And maybe, what other people made of, it shows when this stuff triggers them. But for me, I'm just Greg. Greg said it. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all soon.